Hello everyone, this is Susie Q of Susie Q's Bunting Babes, and welcome to my nursery room window. Today I have baby Ashley with me, and she's going to help me celebrate Theme Thursday, which is all about bugs. And so I'm going to be showing you which outfit she's going to be changing into in just a moment. But before I do that, I wanted to draw your attention to the changing table and to my little snow bears who are behaving very, very nicely, because I told them that they couldn't get on camera again unless they stopped all the elbowing and all the jostling and all the fighting to get in front. And so why they're wanting to be here today is because they got so excited about seeing a brand new friend on Carrie's Little Cuties Reborn channel. And so their brand new friend's name is JoJo the bear. And she's a beautiful little bear. And Carrie said that she has a lot of cute outfits. So we're really looking forward to seeing her back again wearing some of those outfits. Plus, Freddie and Tiny Me and OGGIE and Mini Me are excited to see what kind of adventures that she's going to be on. And so Freddie and OGGIE have raised their arms to say hello, and little Tiny Me, he has his arms raised too, or at least he did, because that's his way of saying hello, when he raises both of his arms, because he's not coordinated enough to just raise one. And the other little bears, little Mini Me and Blondie, they can't raise their arms, and so these three are doing the wave for the rest of them. Anyway, so they are behaving themselves, and I just wanted to say hi to Carrie and Carrie's Little Cuties, and say that my little snow bears are all excited to have been introduced to your little JoJo. And so I'm going to go ahead and set little Miss Cutie aside right here while I put the snow bears back in their corner of the room. Let's see if I can get her to sit up. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and lay her down for a moment, and we'll put the snow bears up, and we will get started with cute Miss Ashley, who's my happy, smiling little Ashley girl. She's a reborn. She's an Ashton Drake, but I reborned her, and I'll show you what I did. The only thing I did was I changed her body out, which I do quite frequently with my Ashton Drake dolls. But let me go ahead and put her aside for just a moment so that I can show you the outfit for today, which is all about bugs. And I have chosen ladybugs because I have a story about ladybugs and want to tell you the story about them. It's an ongoing story, actually. But anyway, this is a little shirt that has ladybugs on it and little hearts, and then it has these cute little pants that go with it. And I'm going to be putting this onesie on, which has hearts on it also. And also, now I have chosen these shoes, and it's really, really sunny and bright outside. Yesterday was really a beautiful day. Today's a really beautiful day, so I can't have my blinds open. But I am just wishing it so much to be spring. And so when I saw these little shoes, and I saw the pretty pink flowers on them, I really, really wanted to use these shoes on Ashley, because she actually has the largest feet in my nursery. She's not going to like me saying that, but I mean, honestly, she does. And so she fits the best in these little shoes. And these are the little Tootsie shoes that Yvonne of Having You On first introduced us to. I believe it was last year. And so anyway, these are the shoes that I'm going to be putting on her. the flowers really match the outfit. The green is going to be the contrast color, and it's going to be the springy color for me. I can't wait for spring to get here. Everyone in the UK is getting spring, and I want spring too. So anyway, this is my contribution to trying to get spring here in the United States, in West Virginia. And then these are the socks, because I really want it to be spring. And the socks will match up with the green in the shoe. So let's go ahead and get started. And so I want to talk to you about ladybugs. And so we have a problem with ladybugs. And what reminded me of that, not only the fact that we have ladybugs in the house right now because the sun has come out. I was watching Tracy's Baby World this morning, a video of hers, and she mentioned that she's had flooding where she lives, and that the ladybugs are starting to come out because of the flooding. And so that reminded me that I have issues too here in West Virginia, and that is, we are inundated with ladybugs, and what happens is they come around in the summertime when the sun is out and things warm up. It's actually, I should say, it's more like it starts in the spring, and then they come out from hibernating, and they're those little boogers. They hibernate in like cracks, not cracks, but you know, like the ceiling, how it has the molding around the ceiling. Well, they hibernate in there. They hibernate everywhere, and so then when it warms up, they come crawling, and they fly around my ceiling, and they're just a nuisance. And these ladybugs are not like the ones that are in California. I was born and raised in California and moved to the East Coast around 18 years ago. And anyway, in California, we had sweet little ladybugs that were, you know, they flit around in our vegetable garden, and they would eat all the bugs, you know, that would get on the vegetables, and they were just really a pleasure to have around. They didn't bite. They weren't stinky. But these ladybugs are just a nuisance. They bite, like if you get one on you and you don't flick it off, they bite, and they have a really, really hard bite. I mean, it stings. And so, anyway, what reminded me about those ladybugs, like I said, was Tracy's Baby World, I think is, I hope I'm getting that right, Tracy. But the fact that they hibernate and then they come out, and so I saw this little outfit that I wanted to put on her today, and that also reminded me of the ladybug theme, or the bug theme. So that's why we're doing this today. So this is the body. I wanted to stop and talk about Ashley's body. She's 3/4 arms, and she's full limbs, full legs. But see, when I got her, she had a body that was 3/4 arms and 3/4 legs. And her legs always looked funny to me because they had this cloth right there, and then they dangled down longer. And I looked at her, and I always thought she belongs on a 3/4 plus a full leg cloth body. And of course, I didn't care for her cloth body, as a lot of the Ashton Drakes. I don't care for the bodies. And so I found this this cloth body that fit her perfectly. And so I took this. I took the old Ashton Drake body off, and I put this one on, and I'm much happier. I mean, she can now wear, you know, like the diapers. She doesn't have that cloth look here, and she just feels so much better. Her body looks so much better. Also, it used to be that she had like padded type shoulders or something. I don't know, but I'm much happier with her with this body. And so that's the reborn part of her. Her hair is looks like it's hand rooted, and from Ashton Drake. I didn't do that, and also she's painted by Ashton Drake. So the only thing that I did to reborn her was I changed her body out. So I wanted to show that to you. And she's also wearing a really cute diaper today. It's a strawberry diaper. And kind of goes along with, you know, summertime and stuff. And it matches with the pink and everything. So I thought I would leave that on her. And these are her feet. She does have, she's got proportional feet. They're not too big for her leg length and body. You know, she's a 0 to 3 months little girl, so she does need this size of feet. But I think that Ashton Drake really did a good job on her. This is the Pretty in Pink doll, and she's Joy's. Joy has a Pretty in Pink from the Divinal Nursery. She has a Pretty in Pink doll that is twins with my Ashley. So we both share the same doll. So let's go ahead and put her onesie on while she's still smiling with that cute little smile. I love that little smile that has her little, you can see her little gums and her tongue and stuff. I don't know, I just have a heart for smiling babies. They just make me happy, I guess. Is what it is. So anyway, my husband had quite an experience outside yesterday. He was doing some cutting down and trimming of some apple trees, and when he does that, he brings all the trimmings back to the fire pit. And, you know, he burns all the limbs and things like that because there's no place to put, you know, any of the extra debris like that. And so he burns it, which usually turns out okay. But anyway, we also, this is an, oh, by the way, we also have a huge log pile that when he cuts down trees, he stacks the logs up, and we use the logs for firewood. So what happened was he was going back and forth, you know, between the fire pit and up the hill where the apple trees were. And he was cutting limbs and then bringing them back and putting them on the fire. Well, then all of a sudden, as you know, in the afternoon, as what happens sometimes, the wind kicked up. And which was really unexpected, but it did. It kicked up, and he didn't notice that there was a twig or some type of a small branch that got picked up out of the fire pit and was blown into the log wall. So he's up there cutting away on limbs and things like that, and he came back down and, you know, to bring some more tree limbs down and stuff. And the log wall was ablaze in fire, a portion of it. So it was panic time. But my husband isn't a panicker. He's, you know, he's got a good head on his shoulders. So when he saw that it was on fire, he had his jug of water there, and so he quickly put the jug of water. He splashed the jug of water over the fire to try to temporarily bring it down a bit. And he had to run quite a ways over to the farmhouse to where our hose is, and you know, he had to hook the hose up, and he only had one bucket that was available. He had to do everything really, really fast because the wood had the logs and on the log wall had been you know, drying out for the past couple of days because we haven't had any rain. And so he had to work quickly because it was a big, big fire. Anyways, he's telling me this story. Like I said, I wasn't out there. So he eventually, between a million trips back and forth, between the hose and the log wall, he finally got the fire out. And when I came out there yesterday afternoon at it was about 3 o'clock or so, he told me the story, and he showed me the charred area of the wall, and it was just like, to me, it was just the scariest thing, because you know, we all know how fast a fire can spread, and especially the wind kept kicking up and you know, making it worse. So it was quite a scary thing to have happen to him. And so I wish that I had known, but there was no way that he didn't have time to come get me or call me from the farmhouse. And so he had to battle it all by himself. But he did it. You know, he's a big, strong man, and excuse me, you know, he's 6'5", he's got long legs, and excuse me, let me get a drink. I'm losing my voice. Okay, I think that's better. Anyways, so he took care of the fire, he got it put out, and everything is fine, but I don't know, it just scared me, you know. Fires are pretty scary, and look at what I just did, you guys. Yes, another blooper. I put the shoe on the wrong foot. I guess because I was talking about such a upsetting thing that I put the wrong shoe on the wrong, I put the shoe on the wrong foot. So, anyways, we can get that situated. And see how nicely, I mean, her foot just fits really nicely in these shoes. These are big shoes. These are like for 0 to 3 months babies. Not newborns. So anyway, he took care of the fire, and all is well. But still, I just, you know, when he told me about it, it really scared me, because it could have got out of control, and he's only one person out there with a bucket, you know, just one bucket, back and forth, back and forth. So, you know, every time something like that happens, you know, he learns from it. But it's the first time in all the years that we've lived here on the farm, we've never had, he's had fires all the time. He knows how to do fires. He's an expert at doing fires. But he's never had a twig blow like that randomly into the log fire wall, or the log wall. So anyways, you know, he's going to be careful, of course, from now on. This is a good lesson learned. So anyways, I'm liking this, and you probably, I guess you didn't see me putting her shoes on. I'm so sorry I didn't have the camera, but here's her little shoe. She's a big girl, so she's kind of hard to get all of her in one frame. And right now she's saying wee with her hands up. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to comb her hair, and then I'm going to put this bow back on her, this pink bow, because it's like a perfect match to her outfit. And so she was wearing it before, but you know, I just want to put it back on. That's just the end of the story right there. And I like to use a comb on her hair because it is rooted. And a comb on her hair works much better than trying to use a baby brush, because I feel like a comb is much more gentle, and she doesn't have tangles or anything like that in her hair, so it just combs very nicely. It's really nice soft mohair. Really nice for an Ashton Drake. Ashton Drake has really come a long ways, you know, with their babies. And I'm very pleased with the Ashton Drake, the orangutan that I got recently. I'm very pleased with her. I just love her. She's just a cute little monkey. But, well, anyway, I think I'm done. And there she is. There's my sweet little Ashley. And she wants to say hi. And this is her lovey, by the way. Oops, I bought this little puppy dog especially for her when I saw it at Dollar Tree many years ago, and I knew that she had to have it, and so it's her little puppy, and I just love this little puppy with her. Anyway, everyone, thank you for your patience with the story, and I'm really happy to be back on YouTube again. I've missed a couple of days here and there this week, but I think I'm back for a bit. And so I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I really, really appreciate that you that when you watched my channel you enjoyed it, and to all my previous subscribers too, and all my dolly friends, I want to say thank you so much. This channel really brightens my day, and I love making videos for everyone, and I'm really happy that you enjoy them too. It's a win-win thing, and I love your comments. I love making comments, and so just wanted to say thank you very much, everyone. Anyway, I'll say goodbye for now, and thanks for stopping by, and until we meet again, bye-bye.